Take a look here. Found this old drum stand. It immediately sparked an idea. This thing is obviously a tripod. It's quite heavy and very stable. It has a good solid clamp on this side here. This thing is in great serviceable condition for a project I have in mind, and that's to make a portable rail launcher for mid to high power model rockets. So let's get started. Here's the next accessory I plan to attach to the drum stand. I'm going to use this as a toolbox. Here's an old handle and some hardware that I found. This is going to come in handy. And this here's the only piece that I paid for. It's a 6-foot length of 1010 rail. I'll take these drum supports off here. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way. I'll throw them in the old parts box for future projects. Drill a couple holes in the bottom of the toolbox. And we'll mount that right here with the existing hardware. You can see how I did that. It's out of the way of the clamp. For proper offset, I'll clamp that old handle right here like this, and you can see how I put the bolts through the handle. That's so that the 1010 rail will slide right on there. With the rail slid onto those bolts, you can see how it all fits together. At some point, I'll probably make a legitimate blast shield for it, but for right now, that old cookie sheet's going to work just fine. So how about we test this thing out? We've got the 3-inch diameter, 41-inch tall Honest John on the pad. We'll give this thing a go and see how stable it is. The Honest John here has been through a lot of tests recently, but we'll see how it flies today. So let's send this thing up in 3, 2, and 1. Well, the rail worked flawlessly, and not so much for the old Honest John. The chute failed to open properly, and I already know why. I think it has something to do with the baffle system that I built. It's just not really all that reliable. Let's take a look at the damage here. At least it tried to get us a core sample. Very nice. There's some pretty bad crush here on the end. That's really not so bad for Pringles can tubes. The 550 cord is a little bit scorched and melted. The nose cone snapped in half at the joint, and the parachute melted a bit. Overall, this has been a lovely test for this rocket. And here's a close-up of that melted chute. What occurred was that the heat melted the parachute to the shroud lines, which is why they didn't deploy. But no big worry, we'll try this again sometime after a few repairs. But overall, the drum stand rail launcher worked absolutely perfectly. Well, that's about it for this project. If 50% success is good enough for you, then go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below telling me how much you love or hate this type of project. Thanks for watching, and maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoy videos about the randomness of our amazing world, consider clicking on the globe to subscribe, or maybe checking out one of the other videos right here.